All right, we'll start with opening statement from Coach and then take questions for Tyrin.
Well, that was a really entertaining game. I thought both teams competed really hard there. We gave ourselves an opportunity there at the end to win the game. I continued to grind the game out. They got off to a really hot start there. But I think we finally got our transition defense settled a little bit. But they got some separation and kind of made it an uphill battle for us in the first half. But we continued to grind and gave ourselves a big opportunity there in the second half.
Questions for Tyrin?
Ty, they're the #1 ranked offensive team in the country. What were the challenges you think of guarding them tonight?
I would say transition, like Coach said. They made some early in the first half and got some cushion, and we had to fight back. But in the second half, we did a good job of limiting those opportunities.
What did you see from Jason Rivas today?
Jason, he's a shot maker, man. We know he can make shots, and defensively, he got instincts that you can't teach. So, he was great tonight, and I'm glad that was able to happen for him.
Has anything been different with the Dartmouth game, and then now today? Feel like you've sort of gotten into a little bit more of a groove offensively.
Just trying to stay aggressive, man. I think just as long as I stay aggressive, I think that gives us a good opportunity to win. But just seeing something go in, it's been good. But I think maybe I could have made a few more to give us a better chance of winning. But I'm just going to continue to keep grinding.
Whether it's this game or the Memphis game, how does it feel to you guys to play in front of loud and rowdy crowds compared to some of the other games that you've played?
I mean, in those type of atmospheres, we definitely, try to feed off of the crowd. In a away game, we try to silence the crowd or whatever. But, we definitely try to feed off of that. And even here, we would like for more of our fans to be here. But, even seeing all the red, we just want to send them home sad. But, we'll get it done.
I think that's 5 of the last 6 games where you guys have had less than 10 turnovers. What's gone into taking care of the ball better?
Just practice. We practice habits, pickups, taking care of the ball. I think Coach Fox does a good job with that, but we focus on a lot of that practice.
About midway through the game, you started showing a little bit of frustration on the court. Things really weren't going your way, but by the end of the game, you really settled down and found your groove. What do you think is helping you do that the most? Is it staying aggressive, like you said before? Is it working off your teammates that you did today with JRT?
It is staying aggressive, and also I got coaches in my ear just lifting me up from Coach Stack to Coach Fox on down. So good teammates as well, they are lifting me up. So I just try to feed off of that.
Was it difficult playing without Ezra for a good portion of the second half when usually you're used to having him out there?
It's definitely difficult. Ezra, he's our top guy, man. Does a lot for us offensively and defensively. But I think Jordan Williams and Paul, they stepped up, made a few plays in his absence. So, but it was definitely hurt. It was definitely I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it hurt not to have him out there.
Coach, is there any update on him? Do you guys know anything about his injury?
Well, no, I think he wanted to come back in, but the doctor said that they didn't feel comfortable with him coming back. So we'll obviously be evaluated tonight, and we'll probably know more tomorrow.
Anything else for Tyrin?
All right, how do you feel about Tuesday? Have you talked to Jordan Wright and just talk about what it's going to be like having him on the court, but just on the other team?
I talked to him, but we're obviously friends, but when we get in between the lines, it's us versus them. So I'm sure he'll be ready, and I'm ready as well.
Thanks, Tyrin.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it, Coach.
7 for 26 from 3. Like, were you happy with the looks you guys got, or just kind of like an off shooting night? How did you view that?
Well, no, we've been struggling a little bit from 3. I thought they were good threes, though. I thought we got our feet in the paint. I don't like the threes where we're just around the perimeter, passing it around the perimeter. But I thought we got some good depth, got into the paint. We got some good kickouts, got some good looks off of our sets that some of our ATOs that we drew up. Just they didn't go tonight. It's kind of been the case with our what we feel is our better shooters. But again, it happens. I think Tasso's had some really good looks there. Evan had some good looks, but. We gave ourselves a chance. I mean, I think with a team like this, you have to make shots. You have to make them, that they're going to score. But we held them to other than the free throws, I mean, you probably say we held them to the probably low 70 points. That's a team that's, like you said, the number one offensive rating team in the country. So we know that our defense is shoring up, and we're getting making it tough on teams. But in order to get some separation ourselves, it's imperative that we step up and make some of those shots, especially the open ones that we get.
7 points for Alabama in the last 14 minutes of that first half. Was that the switch to the 2-3 zone? Would you credit that to?
I think we slowed them down a little bit. Just more of his transition. I think that's where it was. Just getting back a little bit more effort in our transition game, closing out a little bit more to the touch. Those guys were getting some separation from us even on Mays, not just on the misses. They were really getting out on Mays, probably as much as anybody we've seen. Probably the only game we had like that, maybe Memphis. Memphis was a team that really tried to hit it up the sideline and have those type of threats at three. But I thought we gave up 15 in the first half, and then in transition, and only 5 in the second half. So that gave us a chance to win the game.
Whether it was, the Memphis game, the Dartmouth game, this game, what's been the difference between how you've played in the past couple games versus some of those earlier, like Western Carolina, Presbyterian, or some of those games?
Well, I think we've gotten healthier, since then. We've gotten more experience since then. Our younger players, I think we probably, of all of our minutes, our younger players have played quite a bit, So I think that their experience, Jason, Rivera Torres, he's gotten better. Tassos, these guys that's new to our system, they're getting better. Jordan Williams, this is his, he's basically a freshman. So I mean, I think him coming in and playing the minutes that he's did, getting on the other team's best player. Obviously, we had Ezra on Sears for a lot of the night, but when Ez went out, I thought Jordan came in and really made him work for everything that he got. So I think that experience is continuing to help these guys. We lost a lot of experience, with some of the guys that we from last year. So we're not a really experienced team, and the experience that we brought back isn't really there for us. I mean, like I said, you think about a Colin Smith, a guy that we were really counting on, who's out for the season right now. Van's just kind of, getting his feet under him. We're counting on him, big time. Tyrin is, like I said, it's probably his, second game of really playing some pretty good basketball. It's still not as efficient as he would want to be, or we need for him to be, but he's trending in the right direction. And we still got to try to get Paul Lewis going. Still got to try to get Evan Taylor going a little bit. I thought it was good for him to get on the post a little bit to see it go in. Thought that might spur him, but these guys that we need to make plays for us. We brought them in to shoot the basketball and to stretch the four floors, and hopefully they kind of turn the corner with that here sooner rather than later.
Is Ben on a minutes limit coming off the groin?
Yeah, it was like he didn't look good to me, right? Like, I mean, I think just from in there, I mean, we played really good defense, and he gave up 2 offensive rebounds. And just to think from whether it's fatigue, I wanted to try to kind of keep him to like 3-minute spurts, so that's when you can kind of re-injure something once you get fatigued. So I was conscious of me to try to get him out before the 16-minute mark, have him get a little bit of a stretch around that, and be consistent with that. I mean, we love to have him on the floor, his presence and what he does for us. Obviously he's a shot blocker for us as well. But again, I didn't see the pop that I thought that we needed from him, especially in this game, with it being a fast-paced game as it is. So I decided to, probably didn't use him as much in the second half as I probably would have liked to.
Jason, it feels like he kind of just builds on his own energy throughout the game. You see him getting excited over on the sideline. How much do you like that energy and kind of the swagger he shows?
Yeah, I think, our freshman group, they're really tight-knit group. They really pull for each other. They support for each other. They bring a lot of energy on the bench. If you watch Malik Presley, he's the same way. Those guys, Colson, Carter, all of them, and they're inseparable when they're not in the gym. You walking around campus, you're gonna see those guys together. So I just think, that's how he played. He's an exciting player. I want him to make sure that he focus and use that energy the right way. Instead of You know, when you make a big shot, you know, try to use that energy to get back. We need you to get back instead of kind of celebrating. But I get it. They're young guys. They want to have fun, and I got to find that balance of allowing them to do that, but at the same time encouraging them to be focused and ready to handle the task at hand.
You went down by double digits in both the first half and the second half, and yet your team was able to storm back. What did you think of the effort and the heart they showed today?
I mean, I think our teams are always going to show that. I mean, I think these guys. I mean, it's a game of shot making, you know, making and missing. And I think even though we got down, we felt like during that stretch we were still getting the looks that we wanted to get. They just weren't going in. And sometimes we played pretty good defense, and they still stepped up and made some good shots. It's a good offensive team. But we just, again, work. We always talk about working the game. Like I said, you work the game, keep grinding it out, and you give yourself you get toward the end of the game, and you look up and you have an opportunity to win. And I thought that we did that. You know, maybe play here, play there, call there. I mean, I thought the offensive foul on the blocking charge on Jason was pretty egregious too. I mean, those are big plays when not only do you get a foul, but you allow teams to go to the free throw line. But those are things that you have to battle through. But it would be, you know, we love to try to get the benefit of the doubt sometimes, especially when you end up in a 3-point game.
It's hard to quantify. You have a better seat than us, so that's why I'm asking. How do you feel your team communicates defensively, and is that better in a zone, or do you feel any difference in zone or man?
No, I think every coach probably would tell you they would like to see that the team communicate better. I mean, we got a little bit of a quiet team. I mean, other than especially your bigs, you want your bigs to be really vocal because they're the ones that's calling out defensive coverages and different things like that. So we have to get better at that. We just don't have really loquacious defender out there that's all over the place. But I think it's something that we need to get better at. But I thought we communicated that those teams, those zip screens are something that's really popular right now with teams where they're coming up setting those, where they're not really setting them, they're kind of zipping out of them. And so it's important that you talk. And I think that we work on it a lot in practice, and I thought it helped us today. I thought we handled their zips pretty good tonight.
Torres obviously got going there in the second half. It looked like there were some sets ran for him. I mean, I'm not saying that's anything new, but is anything surprise you with him? I mean, I saw the shot in the corner that he hit.
No, he's a guy that we want to run things for to get shots. I mean, he's a shot maker. I mean, he's proven that not only in practice but in games. So I think this, he's someone that that's going to be on team scouting report. I mean, he's still shooting over 40% right now. So we're definitely going to try to come out of timeouts and try to get him some opportunities to get his feet set. And look, it's just, sometimes he just needs to survey a little bit longer. I thought there was a couple times where he took some marginal ones where, we maybe had Tassos who popped out of the screen that was available. So, but those are things that he'll continue to get better at. He's a young, talented player that's eager and open to learn, and we just got to continue to just, show him those things in film and practice, and you'll continue to see him get better. Yep.